Welcome to Making Herstory. This isn't polished success stories. This is the fire, the chaos, the gut punch truth of women who refuse to play small. The real, feral stories. The messy, bold, audacious stories that flip the table and set shit on fire. This is where we roar. It's Ashley Crabb. Buckle up, babe. We're making herstory. Hello, my badass business babes, and welcome back to Making Herstory, the only podcast where we gather as feral female business owners, and we don't just tell our stories, we roar it. We show up with audacity, with courageousness, and we are here to not just tell our story, but tell each other's stories. And I am so excited for today because today is the first official interview coffee chat on Making Herstory. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Ashley Crabb. I am the only story-driven experience curator who helps female entrepreneurs transform their personal stories into unforgettable brands and community spaces. We infuse your story into your events, your retreats, your memberships that you can build belonging, trust, and visibility with. So today I am so freaking excited to have the one and only Jenna Boyer on with us. Jenna is the local brand photographer for Badass Business Babes. She has been such an important part of my personal business journey. I met Jenna about a year ago on our beloved Instagram, and I attended her event. And in true Ashley Crabb fashion, she became stuck with me from then on out. And I have been so blessed to have her in my corner as a business partner. Well, not a partner, as a business baddie, as a friend. And without further ado, I am going to let Jenna tell you all more about her and what she does.
My goodness. Thank you. Okay. Yes. So we met at my Build Your Brand network event and yeah, it's been love ever since. Oh God. So about me, what did
Yeah.
I even say? So I have been doing photography, I feel like all my life on and off, but professionally going on 10 years. It just kind of started when I got my dog, actually, who's now 14, so maybe longer than that. But I just wanted to take better pictures of him. So I invested in a camera, took photos of him, posted it. It led to, do you take pictures of families? Do you do weddings? Blah, blah, blah. And so I did all of it. And it was when I was pregnant with my first that I was like, wow, I can't. I was working a 9 to 5 in mental health, all male hospital. I actually loved my job. I loved everyone I worked with. I loved the actual job. But the longer I was there, the more I dreaded it as my life evolved. I became a mom. I found this passion in photography and yeah, I kind of got burnt out with weddings and I didn't even really know what brand photography was, but there is a chiropractor that lives right down the road from me that we used to chat just on Instagram back and forth. And one day she asked me if I would take photos for her business because she needed high quality images for her website. And I was like, sure, I've never done that before, but that sounds fun.
I've never heard you tell this story before. I am so excited. Okay, sorry, keep
Yeah,
going.
that's how it started. And I mean, we still talk today. I'm actually doing another shoot for her in the coming months. So that's how it started. I told her I don't really know what this is, but like I know how to work a camera. I felt pretty confident that I could do it. So I literally just showed up and took pictures. We talked a little bit before about maybe doing like a different shirt, just very basic things. Um, I was there for 2 hours. We set about doing an hour shoot. I was there for 2 hours, and when I left, I was like, "Damn, I really liked that." I felt, like, energized just talking to her the whole time about, like, her story, where she came from. She's from Arizona, she moved here, she got married, she started her business. She's just telling me everything, and I was pumped up. Like, when I got home, I felt energized. I was so excited to look at the photos and edit them and get them back to her, like, see her reactions to it. And I just remember having the feeling of, I want to do this. Whatever this is, I want to do more of this. And like, when I would shoot weddings, I would come home and have like a wedding hangover for like a day. Like, yeah, 6 to 8 hours just. And I loved my brides when I worked with them. I only took one wedding a month because I was working a 9 to 5. So like, I don't feel like I was burnt out from weddings, but this was just more
The
the
energy was
energy I
different.
wanted. Yes, it was just uplifting. I felt energized afterwards. I was like, "Ah, I want to do more of this." So I just kind of researched like business photography, and I put together a couple packages. And I love Instagram, so I'm on Instagram all the time, and I'm talking about like, "Hey, I think I'm going to offer this if anyone's interested." And I had another local business reach out, and they booked me. And actually, right after that is when I got pregnant with my second child and was so sick. I lost 25 pounds like right away. I just wanted to lay on the couch and rot, which you can't do when you're working a 9 to 5 and raising a
Raising another,
toddler.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say there's a lot going on.
So a lot going on. And I was like, I can't, hormones, and you feel like you're never going to feel better. So I was like, I quit photography. I literally went online after I did like all of this with branding. I don't even know if I called it branding yet because I really did not know what it was. It was
Okay.
just doing photos for businesses. And I went online and I announced I was pregnant with my second. And I also announced, I think I'm done with photography for now. And I had so many people reach out to me. It was actually eye-opening. They were like, "You're done? Like, you're not doing anything anymore?" And I was like, "Till further notice. Like, I can't." I just
TBD. TBD.
TBD. I got a lot going on right now. Like, I don't think I talked about how sick I was on Instagram. I wasn't even on Instagram that much when I was pregnant because looking at food made me
Ooh.
nauseous. Like, it
Or
was
like the
bad.
scrolling, just
Scrolling,
dizzy,
just
all the things.
dizzy, all the things. It was bad. So, after I think I was 6 or 7 months, and I started to feel better, and I it was like I couldn't not pick up my camera. And I just started taking pictures around the house again of my kid, my dog, and I was like, "I want to get back into this." So I announced I was back on Instagram, and I had people reach out to me, businesses and families, that like booked me right away, which was like, I think I cried a little bit. It made me so happy.
The biggest thing, because I think too, I had to take a break in my business at a point in time in motherhood.
Yeah.
And I think it's so empowering and uplifting and motivating when your people, one, they're like, oh my God, you can't leave us. We need you. You already
Yeah.
created that need in our community. But when they also understand that they're like, we need you, don't leave us
Yeah.
forever, but okay, you can take a break. And they
Yeah.
were so ready for you when you came back.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of working with women too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they get it. You get it. Like, they're moms, or they were moms, not were moms, but they are moms. They became moms. Like, so everyone understood. And when I got back into it, I mean, I just kind of picked up where I left off. But after that, then is when I really dove into like, what is this niche of photography? And I found that it's brand photography. I just kind of reached out to other local businesses to see if they would want to book a package. Like, I still didn't really understand what I was doing. And then it was towards the end of my pregnancy. my oldest, he was sick for a few days, and I stayed home with him for 2 days, and on the 3rd day, with my job, if you stay home for 3 days, you need a doctor's note, okay? Or whatever. So I wasn't gonna take him to the doctor when he was better. He just needed an extra day of rest, honestly.
Yeah.
But
He
I
needed
took him
mom for
in.
another
He
one.
needed mom for another day. But I like got him ready. We went into preschool. And when we got in there, he was like, "Mommy, I don't want to be here." He said, "Mommy, can I go home?" And I said, "Buddy, like I was trying to save up time for my maternity leave. It was that 3rd day, I would have had to take him to the doctor to get it. No, like I just knelt down by him and I was like, "Can you just try for a couple hours? Like, mommy just has to go to work for a couple hours and I can come back." And he goes, "I'll try, mommy." And I tried
And you're
not to
like, I'm
cry
not
in
going to
front of
cry. I'm not,
him.
like, I'm
I
trying not
tried
to cry
not
right
to.
now.
I looked at his teacher and I said, "I literally just have to be there for an hour and I can come back and get him." And she goes, "I'll hold him till you get back." I'm
Oh,
like, there's a
another mama.
another she is a mama like that. I love the school that my boys go to, the daycare, the preschool. I love every single woman that works there. Like I know there's a lot that people say about daycare, but if you find a good one, it's just an extended part of your tribe, I feel like. And every single woman that works at this school, they've cheered me on throughout this like my whole journey. They love my boys. Like I can't say enough good things about it. But she did. Like he walked over to her, he sat on her lap, and I got in my car and I just lost it. Like I cried harder than I think I ever have in my life. And it was literally that moment that I was like, no, I need to quit. I need to quit my job. I need to go all in on my business. I need to make this my thing. Like, because I wanted the freedom. And that's kind of like I went to college for this job. I've been
Mhm.
in this job for 14 years. Like I did used to love it. So it was can I swear on this? It was like a
Yeah, mind
mind
fuckery.
fuck. It was a mind fuck. Like what am I gonna do? But it was, I mean, I went to work, I came back, I got him, I went home and I was like, no, this is we're doing it.
This
I
is the goal.
just
And I think I
yeah.
remember, I mean, both personally and publicly, like, I think that was the day you wrote that sticky note to yourself that, like, I will leave my
No, that was a
job.
little later.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That was a
Sorry.
little
I'm
later. But
jumping
that's
ahead.
okay.
Fine. Fine. You tell your
That's okay.
story. I won't tell it for you.
There's just so much. I feel like I'm babbling. So if I'm
No, keep
babbling too much, just
babbling.
cut me
Keep
off.
babbling. We love it.
Oh, no. I mean, so that was like towards the end of my pregnancy. I had my baby. There's like get into this, but like when he was born, they told me he needed surgery on his skull. So that was like a whole 3 months of just worry. I
Yeah.
mean, he
Whirlwind.
couldn't get it done until he was 3 months old. So it was like literally he was 3 months and a day, I think. And anyway, so but I got an extra, I stayed home an extra month with him. And during that time, I told my husband that I needed to quit my job. I needed to build my business. I also wanted to like homeschool and build my business and like
The things at one
everything.
time. We have to
I
do
wanted
all
to
the
do
things now.
everything. Yes. So he was a little overwhelmed and wasn't really on the same wavelength as me. So I created a PowerPoint for him.
Because
During
he's a PowerPoint man. I
He
mean,
is
he
an
is a
Excel
PowerPoint man.
spreadsheet
Yep, yep.
brain, yes, and I am not. So it took a lot for me to like do that, but I'm also a millennial, so I know how to do a PowerPoint.
Right.
And I presented it to him and he still wasn't his whole thing was my thing was about emotion. Like
Right.
it was I needed to be a mom. I needed to be the best mom I could be and I could not do that working a 9 to 5. So it took a little while for him to get on the same page, but
And I think that's a
um
lot of husbands, you know. It's
yeah,
not that they don't necessarily support us or it's not that they're not
yeah,
cheering us on. Um, but they see more black and white. And they don't
yes,
necessarily lead with that emotion and it's like stability, unknown,
yeah,
stability unknown and we
yeah,
we kind of have to at least I think for both of us, and at least I know for myself, like I've really had to take that, not that my husband's negative, but that more positive, enlightening mindset where like I tell him I know everything is going
Hmm.
to work out and he
Yeah.
slowly believes.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it went too, because I mean, in the beginning, I was scared too. Like,
Hmm.
I didn't have the entrepreneur mindset. I didn't have the right money mindset. I dove into that too a lot. Like the unknown when you have children and you've
Is
already
fucking
like built
terrifying.
this
You've
life.
already
It
been through
is
the
terrifying.
unknown bringing children into the world. And
Yes.
like you're currently in the unknown of motherhood and being a
Yeah.
parent and being a partner. And now you're like,
It's a
oh, wait,
lot.
I'm going to be a businesswoman too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot. So I will never be the girl that says just quit your job. Like just follow your heart and quit your job. I won't ever do that because it took a lot of mindset work for me. It took a lot of tough conversations with my husband. It took a lot of crying in the shower and journaling and more crying.
And work.
Like,
It took work. It took
yeah,
hard
it took
work
a
and
lot of work.
working through, I think too, you I saw something the other day and it was like relationship to building your muscle, and like so many of us give up in that first phase of muscle fatigue
Mhm.
because it's such hard work, because we don't want to
Yeah.
hold that position and work through those hard things. And when we do, and we are on that other side where it's building and it's growing and it's stronger. I
Yeah.
mean, that's exactly what you did.
Yeah. And I think just it was like an inner knowing that it was going to work out because the fear, I mean, brand photography, it was kind of a new thing. So there was that. Like,
Yeah.
is this a thing I can build a business
Will it
around?
sustain? Yeah.
Will it sustain? Will it be successful? Can I scale it? Can I grow it? Because I'm not like I'm gonna keep going. That's just my personality and my drive in business. I want to be successful. I need to make money at this. I got kids, I got a house,
You got dreams and
built a
goals,
life.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of the unknown externally, but just I kept coming back to the inner. It was a deep like in my soul like I know I'm going to do this. I know it's going to work out. And yeah, it's just I don't know how else to explain it just then. And that's not something I could put in a PowerPoint to my husband like, "Yo, I'm a woman and I just know that this is going to work out. I'm talking to my angels. The universe is telling me. It's giving me signs. There's 333 on the microwave. Don't you see that?"
Right? Like I just know now. Like I
Yeah,
know.
I just know. So I just every time that I was just scared, I just came back to knowing like this is what
You were
is
made to
meant to
do. This
be.
is
I was
this is
made
your
to do
purpose.
this.
Yeah.
This was my purpose. This is going to give the freedom that and the peace that I need as a mom to be a better mother, to provide a better life for my kids. Like I just always came back to that.
Well, the legacy that you wanted to live and
Yeah.
create and leave. And I think that that is truly so much of what a lot of women who are mothers and who are business come back to. Like
Hmm.
we all have our why, but I know for me, like my why does truly always come back to my kids and myself and my
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And that's literally the reason why we do everything we do,
Yeah. And
you
I
know?
love that. And I think
Yeah.
if more mothers did that, the world would be a better place.
Yeah.
I know it's like I have a husband with a good job who does love me and support me, and I know like not everyone is in the same situation, and that's why I will never tell anyone just quit your job because everyone has a different situation and we all have to figure it out, but I think if you do have that soul burning desire to do something, I think the universe is on your side and it's
Yeah.
gonna work out.
And you just have to have that dedication and that focus.
Yeah,
And
and
like
just
you
keep
said,
going.
that mindset,
Yeah.
it's really, I think we've both said this before in different points, but like business is just like a money making, what is that saying? what is that saying?
Spiritual path,
Yeah, it's like a money, it's a spiritual and personal growth
personal
thing.
development
Wow, we're just
on crack.
yeah, like we're nailing
Yeah,
this,
we got
nailing
this.
this.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's something
goodness.
like that.
It's something like that.
I'm sure it's
But
a
building a
famous quote.
business is really it's a personal journey disguised as a money-making journey.
That's it.
And oh my gosh, we'll have Jenna will be on in future episodes. But and I have a feeling we'll have to dive a little bit more into our money mindsets and just
Oh
the
yeah.
mindsets that we have both been working on. But I think to just kind of going off of that, I think what when I started following you and when I first became obsessed with you, and you just your story and your journey and everything that you were doing spoke to me. And I was like, man, this bitch is feral. Like I know she is feral. And that is just that's something that drew me to you because you were so honest and open in everything that you were going through and the journey that you were on. And I think I think I would really love to talk about because this is one of the moments where I was like, yeah, she's got this. Like, she's going to be a trailblazer. She is going to be a feral, audacious businesswoman in our community and beyond, like nationally, globally, to the moon, whatever. But tell us a little bit more about the event that I met you at because I think that was one of the most transformative events that I have ever been to, and it was a real pivotal moment in my life and business. But I
Mhm.
think it was also feral in the sense that like you did something I had never heard of before. So like I'm going to shut up and let you tell us a little bit about.
Oh my God, I love that. So the Build Your Brand network event, I was still working my 9 to 5. I was trying to find a networking event in the area because I had young kids at home. I didn't want to travel that far. I'm a little, it's about over an hour to Philly where like I know there would be stuff,
Right.
but I wanted to stay local and I could not find anything that was not like a chamber meeting kind of thing or like a member kind of thing. Like I just wanted to meet local business
Women. Yeah.
women and I couldn't find anything like that. So my brain just went to, oh, I'm just going to do it myself. Oh, that's
You
what I
did it
did.
yourself.
That's what I did. I'd never hosted an event before. Really didn't know what I was getting myself into. But I did it. I just kind of started planning. The chiropractor that I
Yeah.
worked with, she actually told me, she's like, hey, if you want to use my space, you can use it for your event. So I used her space. I just started talking about it on Instagram, saying, like, I'm going to host an all women network event. It's going to be about building your personal brand because I talk a lot about why I think that's so important for all business owners, but like the mompreneur, the female business owner,
Yeah.
why it's so important to build your brand. I did like goodie bags. I reached out to a few other people I knew that like have attended events before because I had never even attended a network event. So
Okay. Okay.
why did I think I
I
don't
didn't
know.
know that. I didn't know that part of it. I did
Never
not
even
know that part
attended
of it.
events.
As
No.
someone who plans and facilitates events who didn't know that, like
Thank,
kudos to you.
thank you.
Kudos to you. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
no. Never attended an event before, so I really had no idea what like even the flow was,
Yeah.
what I should do. I was just like, I'm just gonna do what I would want to do at an event that I would want to go to.
Right.
So I had two speakers, the chiropractor and another she's marketing. She's a marketer, she's a college
Professor.
professor
Yeah.
of marketing. Yeah, I've known her for a while. So I asked both of them to speak about whatever they wanted to really. I didn't have like anything set. And then I spoke about building a personal brand and what it's done for me. And then I led a workshop, just like a mini workshop kind of.
Mhm.
I made booklets. I handed out booklets to everyone. I tried to make it like interactive. Um, so I hoped that was helpful for people. We had a little bit of mingling. In hindsight, I should have had more because I marketed it as a network event. But I
We
live
all
and
have
learn, and
we can't be perfect all the time. I
no,
mean, you
it's
were pretty
okay.
damn
We
perfect for
did that at
most
the
of it.
second one.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
did.
We did that at the second one, so it's all right. Yeah, and I had like goodie bags. I did the giveaway. You won the
I
photo
did.
giveaway.
I did win the
So
photo
it
giveaway.
was, yeah, I loved it. I loved after that event, I went out to eat with my husband, and I remember saying to him, like, which again, he was like, okay, great. I said, I feel like I set something in motion, like in the universe. Like, I wasn't even trying to be dramatic. I literally, like, I felt like something. I just like got something rolling. I don't know. I texted that to my friend Tara because she texted me after. She's like, "How do you feel?" And I'm like, "I feel good. I feel like high on life right now." Like it was crazy. Um, and then seeing like women connecting with each other after that event for
Mhm.
like just especially the few weeks like
Yeah,
right after the event, I was like, "Oh, like I did that, like, I
you
brought
did
them
that.
together, like, it was
Yeah.
just so cool, and I loved it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm doing that again." Like, I want more
I want more. I want
community.
more of
Yeah,
this. I want more of this feeling and this
yeah,
energy and this connection.
yeah.
And what is funny is that was actually my first networking event after I had my kids. After I had my
Mhm.
twin boys, it was my first networking event. My best friend came over to watch the boys so I could
That's
go.
right. Yeah.
And I
You almost
remember
didn't come.
I almost didn't come. I
Yeah.
remember like I was at the house and I was like Brooke, I can't do this. I'm sweating out. My pits are sweating out. My palms are sweaty. Like
Yeah.
I can't talk to people. And she like was like, what is wrong with you? Like, yeah, yes you can. Like this is your thing. Like get it together and go. But I was so nervous because I had never been a businesswoman and a mother and my hormones were all screwed up. Like it felt so terrifying, so
Mhm.
terrifying. But like I remember getting there and you were welcoming people, welcoming women, and like I could kind of tell everyone else was a little apprehensive, like there were
Mhm.
nerves and stuff like that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then but it wasn't a negative nervous energy. It was like we were all vibrating with the anticipation of what was to come. And
Yeah.
we weren't like totally sure what to expect, but we knew it was going to be good. And that was like once you started talking and the other women started talking, it was like you could definitely feel that shift where everyone was like, okay, like I made the right decision today. I was meant to be in this room. This was the room that like the universe wanted me to be in, and you really did set things in motion. I mean, I know for me, I mean, I haven't stopped showing up for my business since that event, you know?
I love that.
And there are a few women from that event that I know I'm still friends with today
Mhm.
that have been become, super important to me in my life. And I have gotten to see those same women continue to pivot and grow and transform not just their businesses, but themselves
Yeah.
since that event, and then come back for your second event. And it's
Mhm.
just like the coolest thing to fucking see. Like it
Yeah.
just really is. And it was so neat for me to be able to see that first event ever that you've ever done and been to, and then see you do your second one. That was just recently, like just last
Yeah.
month, right?
I don't know, what month are we in? September?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
last
it
month.
was last month. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just, and to see some of the women who came back and then some very new faces, and it's
Mhm.
just, I love it. I love it so much. So,
Yeah,
so much.
me too.
And that's where we'll leave you this week with Making Herstory, our first interview in herstory with Jenna Boyer. And I know you can just feel this, the spark that catches when women finally decide to take that leap, the spark that catches when we finally decide to stand together and tell our stories. The noise fades and this fire just takes over. But this story is not finished. Next week, we'll catch part 2. We're going to dive deeper into the mindset that you have to have when you take these leaps, how money and time tie into freedom, and really how storytelling keeps it all real and keeps it all going. So make sure to join us next week as we finish off with part 2, our interview with Jenna Boyer. You've been listening to Making Herstory. Remember, your story isn't optional. It's your fire, your power, and the heartbeat of every space you build. So take up space, tell it raw, and keep building the kind of legacy that can't be ignored. It's Ashley Crabb, and I'll be back with more bold, brave, feral stories soon. And if you want to stay feral with me, hit subscribe, share this with your sisters, and let's make herstory louder together.